let us see working of transformer. Now transformer is electrical device. It is a static device. Now static device means device which does not contains any moving part or rotating part, like our diode, transistor we have seen in previous lectures, UJT. These are also static device, but these devices are solid state semiconductor devices. Now let us see construction of transformer first. Now transformer, what is transformer? Transformer is static device which is used to transfer electrical energy from one circuit to another, but with increase or decrease in voltage or current. But we also keep in mind that frequency remains constant. In voltage and current can be increased or decreased on primary and secondary side, but frequency remains constant. Here is symbol of transformer. Here is symbol of transformer which shows N1, that is number of turns on primary side, and number of turns N2, that is number of turns on secondary side. Now these two windings wounded on single core. This is symbol of transformer. Now let us see construction. Now in construction we can see there are large number of laminations or stampings. Here we can see these are large number of lamination or stampings made up from silicon steel. Now silicon steel is high permeability. Silicon steel has high permeability. Permeability means charge carrying capacity in simple language, or flux attraction capacity. It is more in silicon steel. That's why then 0.5 mm of such silicon steel sheets are joined together. Here we can see large number of sheets. There is first, second, third, fourth, and these sheets are joined together, but there is insulation between these two stampings or these two lamination, which prevents this transformer from hysteresis losses. Also there is primary winding and secondary winding. We can see here primary winding that is copper coil wounded on this core. Similarly secondary winding, that is copper coil wounded on another core, another leg of core or another limb of core. That is, there is no physical connection between these two windings. No charge. Here we can see this is charge is transferred in terms of magnetic flux when AC current of specific amplitude is applied to this primary winding. Then due to alternating nature of this current, alternating flux gets generated. Here we can see due to current, here we can see this current is changing. That's why the flux are also changing in nature. Now this alternating flux also in this flux is also alternating in nature. Now this flux travels through this core. Here we can see this flux travel through this core and get links with this secondary winding. Now this varying flux induced voltage in this secondary winding according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Now Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction states when there is alternating flux gets links to any conductor, that conductor generates EMF. There are two ways to generate EMF. There might be this conductor should also be movable, or this flux should be changing or alternating. These two ways we can generate our EMF. Now this type of EMF is also two types, that is self-induced EMF and mutually induced EMF. This EMF, let us see what is self-induced EMF and mutually induced EMF. Now self-induced EMF, here you can see this diagram, this winding, this copper coil or copper winding wounded on core or solenoid, and when this copper winding is supplied with AC current, due to alternating nature of current, generated flux are also alternating, and this change in flux with respect to time get linked with the coil, this changing flux which generates its loop. Here we can see this type of loop. Now this flux gets linked with this coil and produce self-induced EMF. Now this EMF is generates according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Also, this EMF, which is generated EMF, that opposes its cause, that is, it causes its current. Due to this current, this EMF is generated. Now this current opposes its cause, that is, this EMF is given by N into d phi by dt. Similarly, mutually induced EMF. Now when this coil supply with AC current is called as C1, and this coil which is placed near to our the coil which is supplied with current is called C2. Now when this coil is supplied with AC current, then due to this changing flux or alternating flux generated. Now this alternating flux gets links with this secondary coil or C2 coil, and in that C2 coil also produced EMF, its EMF. Now that EMF is called as mutually induced EMF. EMF here is called as self-induced EMF, and this EMF is called mutually induced EMF. Now this EMF is also depends on number of flux links and also number of turns on secondary side. Now this is the principle by which secondary voltage is generated in transformer. Now here we can see this primary coil and secondary coil. Primary coil has more number of turns and secondary coil has less number of turns. When this coil is supplied with AC power or AC supply, AC current flows through this coil, and due to alternating nature of current, alternating flux generated. Now this alternating flux flows through this core, silicon steel core, and travel to secondary side. On the secondary side, this alternating flux get linked with coil C2 and generates EMF. Now this EMF is called mutually induced EMF. This EMF depends on number of turns and flux linkage, amount of flux linkage. That is, if we want more output voltage, then more secondary voltage, then more primary voltage, then we have to increase number of turns, as this voltage generated on secondary side it also depends on N into d phi by dt, that is number of turns into change in flux. Let us see now transformer core construction. Now construction of transformer core has two types, that is core type construction and shell type construction. In core type construction, when two windings, that is primary winding and secondary winding, are connected or wounded on different limbs or different legs, that construction is called as core type construction. Now this type of core type of construction has more leakage and coupling is poor. Coupling between primary and secondary is poor. That's why shell type of construction is used. Now shell type of construction has more complex construction, but there is coupling is better, that is flux links between primary and secondary are more. Now depends on type of core, transformer can be differentiated in iron core, dust core or ferrite core, and air core. In air core there is no core, only coil is wounded on simple cardboard, and two coils are wounded. Similarly, on iron core there is iron used as a core and two coils wounded, primary and secondary. Iron core has better coupling, that is less leakage. Similarly, air core has poor coupling, that is leakage is more. Depends on output voltage. Also, transformer can be divided into two types, that is step up and step down transformer. In step up transformer, there is output voltage is more compared to input voltage, as number of secondary turns are more. In step down transformer, output voltage is less compared to primary voltage, as number of secondary turns are less compared to primary. Here is working of our transformer.